So how do you heal your shadows? Shadow is it's a part of you that has been pushed into the shadows, that has been rejected, repressed, denied, ignored, judged, shamed, blamed. It's a part of you that you don't believe is lovable, that is worthy, that is good, or that the world doesn't believe. When you're growing up, you have a pile of all the qualities, right? All the attributes of the masculine, the feminine polarities. And you begin to have experiences. So you have all of this available to you. You express the wild, crazy part of you, and your parent says, you're so weird, or your brother or sister, you're so strange, or kids make fun of you. And so strange or crazy or weird part of you, not safe, not okay, you push it down, you repress it, and then you create a counterbalancing quality. And that you call the mask or the personality. And so you push down strange and weird, you begin to develop normal, average, like everyone else. And so you try to find a way to fit in and be normal to counterbalance this energy of strange, weird, freaky part of you. So the shadow is the thing that you reject because you haven't experienced. So you put that over here in the I am not pile. I'm not a freak, I'm not weird. I am normal, I am like everyone else. Then another experience happens. You know that you want something. You're like, Mom, Dad, I want an ice cream cone. I want an Oompa Loompa and I want it now. And they're like, you're so greedy, you're so needy. Don't you understand? Your brother and sister don't want as much as you. Shame, punishment, neediness, not good. Goes in your shadow pile, goes in the I am not. And then you go, what can I become so I don't get in trouble, so I'm not shamed? I just won't have much needs. So maybe it's, instead of being more selfish, I'm gonna be more selfless. I'm gonna take care of my mom and dad. I'm gonna be daddy's little helper. I'm gonna be the one that helps everybody. And that goes in the pile of I am. So you go through all these qualities. Now, you also do it for what is called a light shadow, not just a dark shadow. You might be in school and you're drawing and you're creating and you're excited and you show it to the teacher and they're like, you're not creative, kid. You need to focus on math instead. So creative, I'm not pile. Maybe in this pile instead, I'm an academic, I'm a good student. That becomes part of your mask or your personality. Eventually you work out all the qualities and you've separated them. I am not, I am. The I am not becomes your shadow. The I am becomes your ego or your personality construct. And now you go through life trying to hold up this mask. I am normal. I am a good student. I am selfless. I am helpful. I'm not needy. I'm not greedy. I'm not selfish. I'm not creative, etc. And as that happens, you have to keep putting more and more energy in resisting all that you're not. You're driven to become successful, not because you're inspired to be successful, but because you're being driven to not be a loser, not be a failure, like your dad said you were going to be if you followed your real dreams. And what's the good thing, or the silver lining or the gift of the shadow, is all of that resistance against what you're not develops muscle, right? That's called resistance training when you're lifting the weights. So because of you, I'm not greedy, I'm not selfish, you build up a real muscle of being generous, giving, selfless. But the problem is you're only building one side of the body, not the other. And eventually you're out of balance. Eventually all your efforts to be smart, to be successful, to be good, to be happy, no longer produce the same results or any results, or even more likely they start producing the opposite. You feel depressed, you feel anxious, you feel stressed, you feel overwhelmed, you feel burned out. And that's a clear signal that the coping strategies you got when you were younger have run their course. They've run out of fuel. And it's now time not to try to be more smart, more good, more nice, more giving, which is what we usually do. And in spiritual self-help circles, just got to be more loving, more giving, and we're just killing ourselves. No, instead you have to turn now and embrace all of the parts you've rejected. You don't try to be more selfless, you have to embrace selfish. And when you embrace selfish, you activate divine selfishness, which means to take care of the self, to meet the real needs of the self. Instead of embracing, I'm modest or I don't need too much, and just try to keep surviving without wanting too much, you embrace needy and even greedy. And when you integrate it, it makes you willing and open and confident to have all that you need and have it abundantly. And on you do that as you integrate yourself and you become whole again. And that's why so many of the strategies and techniques of trying to do better, do more, be better, don't work. It's an act of violence against yourself. You got to embrace those parts of yourself you've rejected. This shadow work has been one of the single most powerful quantum leap level processes I've ever done and I've ever offered to my community. And I want to give it to you right now. So if you want to discover some of your shadows and you want to begin to heal and integrate those shadows and activate the gold and the wisdom and the power and the genius in them, not to mention the freedom, just go to DerekRydell.com/shadow process. That's DerekRydall.com/shadow process and begin to discover, uncover, embrace, and integrate these lost parts of you. All of these parts of you are parts you don't think are lovable, are worthy. And most of your feelings of unworthiness, unconfidence, your fears, your doubts, are because you're not all there. So much of you you believe is unlovable and unworthy. And as one by one you embrace these parts and love and understand these parts, you begin to fall in love with yourself again. And you end the war within. And then as a result, you begin to fall in love with everyone and everything around you, and you end the war outside of you. You develop the heart of God, a heart of compassion. And nobody can put you down anymore. Instead, you lift everybody up. So I hope this inspires you. And really, if you feel that resonance, go to DerekRydell.com/shadow process and begin to fall back in love with you and activate a brilliance and an abundance like never before. Until next time, live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.